Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 15th of September. This is Flosstube 193. We're gonna do some things a little different. I've had a rough stitching week. The frog has been here. I told you one time I was watching Vin Diesel, so I blamed it on him. I was not watching Vin Diesel this week, but I have had all the issues with my stitching. But I'm also changing as you can see, this is kind of naked back here. I just took the patriotic finishes out of the house. And I thought, you know what? People are always asking how you store things and what you do with them. So we're just kind of gonna jump in here and you can see the big hot mess. But I keep these in the top of one of the empty bedroom closets that, nobody sleeps in. It's because it's just James and I here, right? So I have the table covered in junk. Now, we're gonna do true confessions here, and I'll show y'all how I've messed everything up this week. Literally. No joke. First off, and somebody asked about my pink clips. They came from the Dollar Tree, Dawn. All these little pink clips right here. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I thought, well, the $1.25 tree now. Whatever. They work great. They're inexpensive, but they have that little coating on the tip of them. So I don't worry about it cutting into or snagging my fabric because sometimes, fabric's pretty fine. And some of y'all stitch on the silk gauze and things. So you do have to be really careful. So the quilting clips are these, but I got these at the Dollar Tree. They're $1.25. Okay, this is the Bent Creek Pumpkin of Leaves. I don't know why I did not recognize that this is diagonal stitching. So I have pulled out and restitched 3 or 4 of these leaves here. There's supposed to be a little square thing here or something, but it has given me a run for my money. I finally just made up my own leaf to fill this space here because I'm not moving anything else. This guy here is the one that messed everything up initially. So this is where we're setting the stem for the pumpkin comes up right here. And so then the little owl is sitting on the leaf over here. And then this half. So I should have a finish on this week. It's been my late night stitch. I had a couple of no sleep nights this week. So it's been a week. Even taking the Doxepin, I had a couple of no sleep nights this week. So go figure. I don't know. So this has been stitched and frogged, ripped out, restitched. So I'm kind of sick of thinking about it, but I'll be happy to have it done. It's super cute. They are adorable when they're finished. I've done a couple of these and I have loved every one of them. And I'm going to make myself put it back in the bin before I lose it or make some other new kind of mistake. Here's the cover picture for it right here. So Pumpkin of Leaves, Bent Creek does have all these on their website. If your LNS does not have them, one of y'all was kind enough to let me know that they did have them, and I don't remember if I made a note of who or not. Okay, this goes in here. We also went junking this weekend, or well, not really junking. Is Half Price Books junking? I don't know, kind of it is for me. We did a little bit of junking and then we went to Half Price Books. I also dropped Halloween Rules off at Michael's to have it professionally framed. I did splurge. It wasn't too bad. It was $82 or something. So that's not too terrible at all. For me not having to, try to lace it all in because that makes me twitchy and insane. Okay, my other whip this week. Oh, and I think I left one. We'll just talk about it. No, I didn't do a lot of stitching on it because Primrose Cottage Christmas Rules. I don't think it made it in here. I did stitch on it a little bit. My Bent Creek Pumpkin of Leaves. And I'm having to make notes on here because, well, I'm a mess. And then I started stitching on my primitive needle, wicked alphabet. Evidently, when I cut that piece of fabric, I had intended to stitch it 1/1. I did not remember that when I started stitching it. So, here it is, Wicked Alphabet by Primitive Needle. And I know these are kind of far away today, but the other finishes, I have to be kind of far away for you to see the bin. So I did a little adapting. And because I started with the O, I was starting in the center and realized that something was amiss. And it was. It really was. I just left the needle in here the other night. I thought I'd get this finished before I showed y'all today, but I didn't feel like stitching last night. I was so sleepy. So I just decided to make the word boo on this fabric, and then I'll start over on another piece. I had finished my whole O before it occurred to me that this was not gonna work. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I don't want to rip out that beautiful O because it is beautiful. So I'm just gonna turn it into the word boo and make a little pin pillow and just be in love with it, right? Okay. Go me. Y'all, it's been a rough week. I tell y'all, I'm trying to let myself have emotions again. I didn't let myself have emotions for many years. And I'm trying to get okay with that again. It is a struggle for me, but especially with the girls being gone, it has cut loose some things. So Monday, I was just, juking along around here, doing stuff, and I talked to the girls on the FaceTime, and then in a few minutes, another call started coming through, and it was Aria calling me on the phone. And we got off the FaceTime call because her mama had a work call, and they need all the bandwidth out there because they're out in the country. And she was crying, and she said she didn't like living in Florida, and she wanted me to come get her, and she wanted to come stay with me because she doesn't like Florida. And she's crying, and then I'm crying, and I'm trying to say the right things and not just, get in the car and drive out there and kidnap them and tell Justin that, I don't know, the cartel got them or something, I don't know. So from Monday on, it's been a struggle. She went in and cried to her mama, and I tried to comfort her, and then I sent her a message later, and her mama tried to make her feel better. It's just, she's not used to she's like me, she's busy. Kimmy will just watch some TV, or Kimmy's like super chill, okay? Micah, same way, super chill. They can just look at a book or, watch a show or like this, okay? Micah will just work, she would always just do this. But Aria's like me, she's busy. And so Micah does not like to do crafts or anything like that. And so when they were here, she would just say, I want to go to Shug's, because that meant she wanted to do a project or make some things or something. And Micah's working, she can't just not work and not get on her calls or take her meetings because, because Aria wants to make slime, so it's been hard for her, really hard. So then it was really hard for me. So I don't know. It's just been a lot. It's been a whole lot. So I don't know. I'm gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. If it hadn't been for school this week, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to go volunteer my time somewhere or something. because holy moly. So those are, and Allison, I have a note here. What does that mean? I don't know. Lordy. I don't know. Okay, and all my notes here. Stitcher by day and RN by night says she follow. Yes, you have to follow the rules. If you're an RN, you do have to follow lots of rules, mainly because from those of us who break them. She's a nurse educator. So yes, the reason you have to follow the rules is so many of us break them over and over again. We have got some rain here, so it's getting cloudy outside and like clouding up. So maybe we're gonna get some more. I dumped out 2.5 inches this morning, so I was super excited. Linda said her kids call her the rule police, which I thought was hilarious. Okay, Angie, Priscilla can get things straight, long things straight, somehow in a way that I have not mastered yet. It is insane to me to see the way she can get things to line up. And I know that professional framers and stuff do it too. I'm getting ready to go eat with H after, and then go to the library and see Mama. So, I have got on this September 15th. So that's, for me, that's the start of the fall. I leave up my, patriotic until after the Labor Day weekend. So that usually puts me around sometime the 8th to the 15th, busting out my fall. So start of fall for me. Yes, I don't know. Priscilla is some kind of wizard over wiggly stitching, because she gets it. I mean, it is lined up. I don't have that gift. So I dropped that thing off, and I told the lady, I said, please make sure it is straight, because I don't want it wobbly, and I really don't want it wobbly. And with a straight line, I know it's hard, but please. So hopefully, because yes, Renee, the pinning and the lacing, she says she has a big stack of things that need to be FFO'd because the pinning and the lacing, yes, the pinning and the lacing. For me, the pinning and the lacing is not my happy place either. So when the long ones, yes, I'm just gonna take them to somebody. And Bio Boy and Dave and all my other guy stitchers out there, thank you. Thank you for stitching and having a hobby that everybody says, oh, guys can't do that. Yes, they can. Guys can be as good as stitchers as girls. CJ, my oldest, stitched a little bit with me as a kid. He would just really sew things together. He didn't really like decorative stitching. But all my kids know how to put a button back on and this kind of stuff. Even my boys can do minor stitching repairs. And in the Navy, CJ sewed all his patches on, and then, he said I think he probably charged them. These are my children, I'm gonna be honest. They have their father's blood in them, and were raised with their uncle's tutelage. So you ain't gonna cheat them out of a dime, okay? So, and they gonna charge you for lots of stuff. So I'm pretty sure he probably charged to sew those patches on there, but he did help, with people sew their patches on. And I don't know why my nose looks so dark. I don't know what's going on right there, guys. So thank you, guys stitchers. Hold the line and don't take any flack about it. So many of y'all were talking about our hummingbirds, and one of y'all, and I'm not sure which one, said that she was doing 10 cups of sugar water every day and a half or so. I have had to refill all mine 2 or 3 times, 3 times this week. If you count the week, it counts Sunday. So they're on their 3rd refill here. And they are a little bit fewer today because I swam this morning. The water was freezing, but I made myself get my swim in and just do it. Because here's the thing, and I don't like cold water. I tell myself, I don't like cold water. But when I was a kid, as soon as they opened the pool, I was like the run and jump off the high dive in, man, I'm in. But what happens as we get older, and I don't want to say we get soft, because listen, I have experienced a lot more pain and rough stuff as an adult, physically. Every day now, by the end of the day, I'm like, ugh. I'm doing the little girls when they would play granny, and when Dust would do his old man walk like this. Every day. So it's not that I'm soft. It's just that I am hesitant and fearful. And I do not like that about myself now that I'm getting old. And so I'm just not having it. I'm doing away with it. And you go to get in the pool, you go in at the steps, and it's cold, and you don't get in. No mas. No mas. Jump in. I'm just jumping in and doing my swim. And I'm going to do it for as long as I can stand it. And we'll see how long I can stand it. But I'm jumping in, I'm doing my swim, and I'm doing a back flip and a front flip before I get out of the water. So, there you have it. And that came off a tangent about hummingbirds, so there you go. Yes, Karen, stitching in school did save me this week. So thank you, all y'all, for your prayers and thoughts, because, my FFOing dilemma is I hate to measure. I hate to measure. If someone would stand over to the side of me and say, cut her backer board 4x3, cut her backer board 4x7, cut her backer board 8x11, chop, 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 chop. I hate to measure. Measuring, I don't like it. So that is my FFOing dilemma. Linda asked about the spicy book, and let me look and see if I can get it to tell me who wrote it. The spicy book, that was a very good book, but it was spicy. As Artie would say when she was little, it was spicy. Well, it was spicy. And it was called Fourth Wing. I'll see if I can get the cover up here and show you. Rebecca Yarros. See if it'll make it big. No. Oh, there we go. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Very, very good. Excellent read. It's a little spicy. So if you ain't like a little spice, you can just let that go. Don't get it. If, however, you do like things a little spicy, that is a good read, okay? Dottie, I hope you're feeling better. I know you're doing recovery, but I am thinking about you, and I hope that you are on the mend. Oh, okay, Jackie and Zippy12. Zippy12 said she was at a 2-hour funeral. Nope. And Jackie said that there was a preacher at her dad's funeral and had gone on a long, long time. And he started into Beatitudes. A time to live, a time to die, a time to... And she said somebody back in the back, and an older lady said, because she was standing up at the graveside, a time to shut up. I love her. I want to take her to lunch. Yes, preacher man, there is a time to shut up. This is not your pulpit. This is a graveside. This is about a person who passed away. This is not your time to ramble on till Jesus comes back. If you're a preacher and that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. But as we all discussed, most people have an 8-minute attention span. Some people can push it out to 20. That's all you're getting. Shut it. That's all. No. A 2-hour funeral, I'd have had to get up and leave. And the person in that casket would be sitting up there in heaven going, yes, go, yes, go. Teach the preacher man, this is a 2-hour funeral. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Because you ain't talking about that person for 2 hours. If you had people standing up, giving eulogies, telling funny stories, telling how much they love that person, I'll give you that. But one person standing up there rambling on because they have people hostage in there is not okay. The end. Barbara, show the fabric count. Oh. She wanted to know the fabric count and what size of fabric I used for Halloween Rules. For the whole thing. I ordered it from, Shanty Stitchers because Nail was up there, and it is in South Dakota. And Nail was up there, Stitcher Nail. If y'all don't know Stitcher Nail, she is fabulous. And she called me and they had them all. And she knew I'd been wanting to do them. And so they had them on sale, seemed like. But it is a piece of 32 count R&R. And I thought it said on here how big it was. But it doesn't. It just says 32 count R&R. See, I thought it said on here. But I'm sure on 123 Stitch it will tell you, or and if I come across it, I'll make a note out here. If I come across it, I will talk about it next week. I thought it said on this little receipt, but it does not. But it may say on the, I may still have it somewhere. Don't give up on me. Oh, in Maxwell Studio, I have a little thing out here for me to remember to go look at a Long Dog Sampler Saga, okay? Now, and we do have shares to do from week before last, and we'll get all that in a little bit. But we're gonna now jump in, and I got Happy Mail. Oh my gosh, how am I doing? Okay, I'm okay. We're gonna be all right. I wanted to show Happy Mail real quick. This is from Deb. Sent me a thank you note. She received a share. Thank you, Deb. I'll try to go through these fast. This is from my sweet Julie, and she says y'all to go check out Kennedy Creates, and it's Kennedi, Kennedy Creates on YouTube. That she's going to be a freshman in high school, and she is fabulous. So thank you for that, and I'm making myself a second note. And I will try to remember to have Micah figure out how to tag her in here. Y'all know I'm not good like that. This is from Denise. Yeah, this is from Denise. A thank you note from a share she received. Thank you, Denise. And this, and y'all, this is so, I have never seen this. This is from Rita. And look, she has little notes made, and they have like on here. It says they're from Telstar Graphics, T-E-L-S-T-A-R Graphics. But it has a little note from Rita. How adorable is that? And so she sent me this sweet note that she got a pattern. She got the little house with the permin that I gave the daddy, Permin of Copenhagen. And she says she's in West Virginia. It's in the 90s there, which is hot for them. But she'll be 72 in October, so I'm going to say happy birthday because I probably will forget. So thank you, Rita, for that. And then, let me see here, y'all. I'm just trying to move through some stuff before I make a bigger mess. Also, I got my Hirschner's catalog. And I have ordered from them over the years. If you don't have an L&S, I encourage you to use an L&S. Find an L&S, even if it's not local to you. The Stitch Niche in Arlington, Devin, Kim, they're fabulous. They will just take good care of you. So the Stitch Niche in Arlington is my L&S. I also use Just Stitching Ink, Shelly in Strongville, Ohio. She's fabulous. A lot of y'all love Acorns and Threads. We just talked about the Shanty Stitcher in South Dakota. If you call any of these shops, they will help you. And unless you're next door to this place, you're paying shipping. I pay shipping from my L&S because it's like 45 minutes to get to my L&S. So a lot of times I just order something and pay shipping, no matter where. If I order from Shelly, if I order from Just Stitching, if I order from the Stitch Niche, whoever I order from, 123 Stitch, I pay shipping. You're gonna pay shipping. Unless you live next door to this place or you drive over there, you're paying shipping. So it doesn't matter if you're one state from them or they're on the other side of the continent. So just find you one and use them. If you do not have one, or if you're looking for big pieces of something that maybe yours don't have, they do have. Hirschner's has all kinds of Luganas and Adas and like this, and you can get it in like big pieces. So anyway, I just want to show that because I always forget about it. Now I got, and I'm trying to show, here it is on this side. I got this from Carol, the Saltbox Stitcher. Y'all know I sent her my Noah because I did not realize when I stitched my Noah that one of y'all was sweet enough to send me the Plum Street sampler. Noah is hard to get. I did not know that. So she was sweet enough to send me this. And so y'all look at her little envelopes even are fabulous with this beautiful salt box on here, which I love. And then I opened it up, and like I said, I sent it to her. I just stitched it, and she asked if she could use it. And of course, you know, I was like, you want to talk about fangirling over here, you know. So I sent it to her, and then I get this in the mail. Get this beautiful card in her beautiful envelope, beautiful little puffy mailer. And then this is Simply Charming Cross Stitch with Brass Charms by Janelle Marie Designs. And I have seen this chart, but I've never known where to get the little charms. And look, she sent me the chart with the little charms in there. And I am so dang excited, and I was just so excited. So thank you, Carol. Y'all know I love me some Carol. If I can just watch one person, it's always gonna be Carol. Carol's always my choice. I'm just like, if I could have like a big sister, it would be Carol. Carol and Ann, and I've got to call you back this afternoon. And she called. I was at school yesterday, and I haven't got to talk to her in several weeks. And so I will call you back this afternoon, Ann. And then Miss Jenny sent, and we will pull some shares out of this today. I'm trying to make it where it don't show her address and everything. She sent me a beautiful note. And then she said these are some she had doubles of or she'd already stitched. These are so sweet. Here is Cross Stitch Snowman by Ava Lynn Green. He's adorable, and it has everything in there. Here is an Angel, Cross Stitch Angel by Ava Lynn Green also. So adorable. Miss Jenny, thank you so much for this package. This is Shepherd's Sampler by With I Needle and Thread. And I never know if I'm supposed to say With I Needle and Thread or Brenda Gervais. This one says Brenda Gervais. I don't know. I never know the difference because it's the same lady. But how cute is that? And I don't think I've seen this one. It made me think of you, Sharon. They have a family. They're a family of their dad and father-in-law, maybe, or just father-in-law. Sharon, I'm probably getting it wrong. Season's Blessings, Winter and Fall by Lila's Studio. Look at that cardinal. Look at that cardinal. It's so pretty. Na, 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 na. This is Soft and Sweet by Little House Needleworks. So cute. And it has the threads in here. We may do that today. Let's see here. Oh, Lordy. Leave it to me. I'm making a mess in here. This is Heartstring Simpler, Baby It's Cold Outside. I'm the only one who has not stitched this, and I have been meaning to forever, and I still have not. Heartstring Sampler, Baby It's Cold Outside is gorgeous. This is Snowflakes by Little House Needleworks. So cute. Look at those little houses and the little snow, and it says winter. I don't know if that's going to show up where you can see it. It says winter with just barely a different color in the snow. So cute. Little House Needleworks, New England Winter Sampler. And it has my initials on it even. Oh, because it's Diana Williams. I guess that's why. That makes sense. This is Little House Needleworks, New England Winter Sampler. I don't know, can y'all see that? That is adorable. I need to stitch that. This is Bluebird on a Strawberry by Kitty and Meat Designs. So sweet. How beautiful is that? And we're gonna pull shares out of this stash right here today. This is Santa's Revisited. So cute. Look at these guys. It has 3, it is book number 212 on Prairie Schooler. So cute. I think I still have my threads from my other one. I may just stick this in the bin and start stitching it because I still haven't put my threads away from it. This is called No Place Like Home by Homespun Elegance. How cute is this with the little letters saying home? Look at that. Do y'all see that? Can you see? Right down there, the little pillow. So adorable. That's by Homespun Elegance. Home. This is Winter Blessing by Twin Peaks. Each new day is a blessing. How beautiful is this? With a lady and her little lamb and her bunnies. What else is on there? There's houses. Oh, and the cardinals up at the top. So cute. This is Christmas Lantern by Plum, by Twin Peak Primitives. Nothing wrong with me. So cute. Christmas Lantern. There you go. Maybe you can see it better now. Okay, and who wanted to see the sheep with their legs wrapped? Allison, was that you? I think maybe that's what I was supposed to show you, Allison. I have it on my iPad under here. This is Lindy Stitch's Birds to the Boughs. And it is beautiful, and I love these colors. Look at the colors on the sampler. Stinking love it. Love it, love it. This is Cooler Classic Charts Holiday Favorites. How adorable. These are so sweet. So, so cute. And then she had some extra pearl cotton in the color of conch, or conch. That's how you're supposed to say it. It's hard for me to remember to say conch because here, you know, we have conchos. Conchos, you know, the little round silver things that are down the sides of the pants of the men who play in the mariachi bands that I love. So that was from Jenny. Thank you, Jenny, for all that fabulous stuff. And then I had a package from Frankie. And oh my gosh, this is so cute. A little threader that is a thread waxer that is an ornament. She probably has these in the shop. And did you tell me that and I missed it, Frankie? I don't think it. Frankie and Rhonda sent this and I love them. Sending love along with you with Floss. Thanks for all you do. You are appreciated. I love them. They're so sweet. Like I do anything. They send me all this fabulous stuff and they're wonderful. And I'm going to share some of this today. We're going to have some shares today out of this fabulousness. Because, let's see if I can hold these up. We will share a strawberry shortcake. Because I've got 2 of these strawberry shortcakes. And this is, I have this here for a reason. Nothing wrong with me. So these are probably in the shop right now. If you go look in her flosses, go quick. So don't be goofing around. You won't get one. And these are 12 yards. When you order from A Wicked Stepmother, they are 12 yard skeins. Now see, I saved this out and here I am actually doing what I meant to do with it. How beautiful are these? And it is not even doing them justice. But you can see the name of the colors. There's Jolene, Gypsy Queen, Strawberry Shortcake, and Green River. And we'll share a Gypsy Queen and a Strawberry Shortcake because they were so sweet to send me extras. And I love them and I love y'all. And they are just precious. And I will share the threader, but I'm not sure if I can. You know what, I can. If it got to me without breaking, it'll get to them without breaking, right? And then we will also share this guy here. We'll have a lot of shares this week because I did last week, so I feel bad. So I'm gonna put him there also. So y'all try to keep. So that's from Frankie and Rhonda at A Wicked Stepmother. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. And also, they always send me a needle. I think that maybe they send them at everybody's order. Maybe it's just me. Maybe they know. Maybe they know I'm on the struggle bus 24/7, 365. I drive it, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm always such a wreck. But thank you so much. That's a Wicked Stepmother, and they are a doll. And Allison, I think you're the one that wanted to see the leg sheep wrapped. And so we're gonna go to photos. Oh my gosh, if I can close out 9,000 things that I have opened on here, because I am the queen of not closing things on my devices. Okay. I think I downloaded it. And I didn't. So we will go back over here to messages. And this is Kelby, who's Bebe's little sister. She's the one who's showing the sheep. And this is Catch, and I don't know. I'm saying this is Keely. This is his hand. I can't see his face, but that's my baby's hand back there. So it has to be the top of Keely's head. So I'm first gonna open this up like this so you can see how the legs are wrapped on the sheep. Like this. So that's what we cut that fabric, and they wrap it over the sheep's leg hair that keeps it from getting boogered up. And you can see it on the back leg here. It's all wrapped. She didn't have one of it with the Halloween on there. I'll try to remember to look for it. But here is Kelby, that's Bebe's sister, and Catch. You can see Catch is giving the sheep a big hug, and Keely's helping hold him there. She's, I guess, was out practicing setting him up, and she cut her leg on something in the pen. But you can also see how dry we are, how dry we've been. Back behind there, look how yellow everything is. The green is where their garden was before they mowed it over. But you can even see off in the distance. Well, you can see the sheep, and then he has two rakes back there that are broke that he's took off. You can see the sheep, and you can see the yellow past there, even how dry everything is. I mean, it's just been nuts how crazy dry it's been around here. And then, what's else I'll show y'all? And then we will open my bin here. Oh, I wanted this comment, and I cut off who it was from. Dottie. Thank you, Dottie. I did not circle it. I sent it to my daddy because she mentioned Good Old Girl's name in her comment. My Velma Ledbetter sampler. And it made me so happy, and it made me cry. And I thought, you know what, because I've talked about it, but I don't know that I put it in writing anywhere. And I hadn't seen, you know, Good Old Girl's been gone a long time, and I haven't seen her name in writing in a long time. And it made me so happy. So thank you for that, Dottie. And then this was my Throwback Thursday that I was late posting, but baby Kimi with one of her little onesies that I'd stitched on waist canvas for her all that long time ago. The girls were at Disney this week. This last week, not this week, last week. So Kimi did Tinkerbell, and Aria did Donald Duck, and then I'll show the picture of, she did Daisy Duck, excuse me. So Michael, I tell y'all, I love me the Landezes. So here is Michael and Aria. Since she was gonna go as Daisy, he went as Donald. I could not love anybody more than I love Michael and Aria together in this picture. My gosh, how dang adorable is that? I'm telling you, the Landez family is fabuloso. And then I'm gonna show y'all this Catch. The girls have their little car that is for their American Girl dolls. It's a little food truck. And the girls would always get in it. I've showed y'all pictures in it. But Catch also decides he has to get in here and shut the top and the door. And it just cracks me up that they all want to cram inside that little car. It is the funniest thing to me. And then I guess I'll show you Mike and Justin. And then Mike and Justin. So they're all in San Francisco right now, having a big time. She said they touched the Pacific Ocean and all this. So they've been doing all the things. So now we're gonna open up this bin and I'll go fast. And some of them, we may not get to the bottom. This is Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. I did it, I believe, on 16 count gray Ada. I do need to pull it a little tighter. I don't think I put, it doesn't, okay, I didn't finish framing it. It doesn't have batting under it. So it's just temporarily framed in here. So that's the problem. So I need to, that's the only thing I need to do. Oh, and I'll quickly show you this big stack of, I grabbed these at the half price books. These are all old cross stitch magazines. And so the ones I knew I didn't have, I grabbed. And then I grabbed this at Michael's, it was $3. So if you have a Michael's, you might run in there. This was in the clearance bin. I'm sure it's because it's a little wobbly in some places here and some other places. I don't care, I'll just stain it and use it to FFO. If you're doing, I think some of the strings are the long row things, the tiny towns maybe even, I'm not sure how long they are. Maybe the, there's several, like Frosted Pumpkin has some that I think would go in there. So anyway, it was $3, so keep your mind open and your eyes open. Okay, this is my Little House Needleworks Autumn Rules. It will go over there, and I may not leave it here, but it goes on those long shutters, okay? This is my, that's Midnight Watch, and this may be called Halloween Eve from Blackbird Designs. And I think I've given these away, I don't have these anymore. But I think it's also on a piece of 16 count gray Ada. I stitched it back in 2019. I love it. It goes on this board here. And then I have a bow that sits at the bottom. And I got it when it was on super clearance at Joann's. It was regularly $30, but I got it on super clearance and afterward. And so then I just put that on there and I stick the little bow on there and we're done. Now the problem's gonna be spreading out all these things where this is going to be the issue. Where to put all these? This is Cricket Collection Autumn. I need to, when I measured, as you can see, I barely got it in here. I do mean barely got it in here. So I just ordered this from Art2Frame, ARTTOFRAME, and they will send you whatever size you want. Obviously my measuring was a little off because I barely got it in. It should be a tad bit bigger, but I love it. This is I've done all the seasons, but I don't know if I've done spring. I know I've done winter, summer, and autumn, but I'm not sure if I've done spring or not. Y'all, this table is looking crazy, and I ain't even opened this box yet. Okay, this is the Primitive Needle Halloween Reverie. I shared this one and gave it away. It was in a cross-stitch magazine, an old cross-stitch magazine. It is one of my favorites. I may go back and take the glass off. The glass I find distracting. But I love this piece. I still love this piece. Oh, kids. Let's see here. Maybe if I go there with that. This is my box. I did a tutorial on it, casting a spell. As you can see, it's very dusty. It's just been sitting in the closet. It sits on top of the box. It is casting a spell. I did a tutorial on how I did it. I didn't use the Jello boxes because the Jello boxes I tried and that made me real twitchy. So let me see if I can get one of these guys out. There you go. Mine are just like this on washers. And there is a little block with a magnet on it. So I have a tutorial on the page for anytime you have something like this. I can't do no Jello boxes. Don't come at me with a Jello box. I can't do it. That is my failing. I cannot do it. And so here you see, I just have them all stacked in here. Sometimes something else, I'll use filler, like these little guys that I've had forever. I probably don't know the name of all these. I think this is Simply Autumn. It is by Drawn Thread. It goes on a little bench that I don't have in here. This is No House for a Mouse, No House Without a Mouse by Blackbird Designs. I don't think it's stitched this way. I think it's stitched on white fabric on beige fabric with black thread. I reversed mine on some rust colored fabric with off-white thread. I like that color combo. Let's see, this is my little snack mat mug rug that one of y'all sent me that I love, and it's in there. This, I can't remember. I want to say Sandra Sullivan, but I don't know who. I wanted to stitch this for Daddy, and then I decided maybe not, so I didn't like the truck or something. So, but it was out of one of the Halloween magazines, and you can see I just have them all stacked in here. This is my Welcome Autumn by the Drawn Thread. It goes on this. You can see I have little hairpins on the end. There we go. I didn't even fully finish the back of that. See, I should put a piece of felt or something on the back so it doesn't look tacky, but I didn't. But I wanted you to be able to see the little hairpin. And that I poke it down in the foam in there. This is Hands-On Design, Hey There Pumpkin. I stick it on a little wood pumpkin because I have little washers on the back of it. I don't think these are the called for colors. You can probably flip back through some older videos and see me holding this, and it'll tell what colors I used because I switched them off. This is From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. Is that right? From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, if my brain is right. I changed the look of the face of the pumpkin because I didn't want him to look so jack-o'-lantern-y, because I wanted to leave him up all year. All fall. So I changed his face up a little bit. I don't know that I can use the called for colors because, well, that's me. I am not a rule follower. We have talked about that many times. This is another one out of the some of the Halloween magazines. It's just a little sign. See, there's just little other things. I picked this up after Thanksgiving to use to finish something on. So these two things I picked up after Thanksgiving and Christmas. And when they're putting out Christmas and putting down the Halloween and Thanksgiving stuff, I try to grab up things like this to FFO in. And so when I was putting stuff up, I just shoved it in the box. This is out of one of the Halloween magazines. You can probably go back to, I did these, I had one, the very first one I did a lot of FFOs, and it may talk about it in here. But it is out of one of the Halloween magazines. This one I want to say is Heart in Hand. It's not straight on the board, and it makes me crazy. I don't know how I didn't notice it when I did it, but it's a little bit crooked on the board. And that may not be right. But here's the thing. If you like any of these and I don't know the name of it, just screenshot, take a picture right now of it. Whenever I show it, take a picture of it. Take it to your LNS. Send an email to your LNS. Send an email to 123 Stitch. Somebody will know what this is and be able to help you. If you can show them a picture. I guarantee you, if you send this to the attic, somebody in there will go, oh yeah, that's, and no. So, this was also out of one of the Halloween issues. I used it with a piece of that little Ada, probably 16 count Ada. I want to say that may be a Liz Almond, but I may not be right about that. Here again, I think this is out of one of the fall magazine, the Halloween magazines. And like I said, then I just have a little filler. These are things that I use on other things. Little pin pillows. And they're all just stacked up in here. Here's another one that is out of one of the Halloween magazines that I love because I love those little satin pumpkins, are so precious. Here again, this is, I want to say this may be a Homespun Elegance, but it was in one of the Halloween issues when I did it. It has the little satin pendants around the edge. It is so cute. Here again, I think this may be a Lizzie Kate. Not sure. But if you like it, just take a picture of it. This is my little design for the pin pillow that I did many years ago. And it was just my pumpkin sampler. This may be a bit creek, or it may be a heart in hand. I'm not sure, maybe. Anyway, here again, make a picture and somebody will know. You could probably Google it and figure it out, okay? Cross stitch, fox, pumpkin, fall, autumn, butterfly, I don't know, like that. Now, I put these out. These are cards from Miss Ann. And like I said, I'll talk to you this afternoon. I put them out in my tiered trays because they're too beautiful not to display. Look at those, gorgeous. So I put those out in my tiered trays, and to remind me what fabulous friends I have. This is an old Mary Engelbrett autumn book. I always stick it out in a display somewhere. This is Be Thankful by, I don't know. My brain wants to say hands-on design, but that may be wrong. I know I didn't use their colorway, I don't think. And my hand isn't big enough to hold that up like that. But I love it. Here again, just little filler pieces. These are my stockings. These are all by Blackbird. I'm not sure if they're out of the Tricks or Treats or if there are other just monthly ones that I changed around. I need to get some more going. Halloween. That one is an alphabet. Just has some designs on it. And this one here. I thought I had more than 4, but maybe I don't. They'll go on this. I have a little feather tree, so I either put them on this or my little black feather tree. And this is by Lizzie Kate. It's called Thank Autumn. I think I've done all the thanks and got them done. I couldn't find any fabric I wanted, so this is painted on with acrylic and fabric medium. So cute. I did it a long, long time ago. 2015. Yes. Okay. Y'all. I'm running out of room. Okay, how are we doing time-wise? Okay. This is just a cross-stitch piece that I designed many, many years ago. I don't know if you can see it. I just did my own design because I wanted it like that. So, that was me. Making things up as I go along. What else is new? I don't know if she does them anymore. Sambry Stitches, Becca used to do rag garlands and sell them, and they are fabulous. And I use this one in my fall things. This is one of the girls' tails from their costumes. This is a embroidery piece I did many years ago. It goes on this little hanger here is the reason that's been in there. So you can sit there. This maybe Brenda Gervais. I'm not sure. I want to think her name was Stacy Nash, Witch Hazel. Thank you, brain, for firing. Stacy Nash, Witch Hazel. Her face may have been different. I'm not sure if she had beads on there or not, but I had some orange beads and I did her little face. So she is so cute in this old coffin. Adorable. Micah got me these witch hats, which I put up in this box this year so I could get them. Just one little Halloween nutcracker. And then I just layer fluff in here. Sometimes other things get stuck in to fill gaps. These are booths that I painted and painted and stained. This is Hocus Pocus by Lizzie Kate. This is Treat Time by Lizzie Kate. These are done on Purple Ada. I think I got it from Garibaldi's Needlework many moons ago. This is My Other Car is a Broom by Lizzie Kate. This is Fright Night by Lizzie Kate. This, the button packs and the floss pack were all a gift. It's from JBW Designs. If you buy the buttons from them, they will send you the, and I'm gonna try to figure out how I can hold this up so you can see it. They send you the pattern. So if you go to, not JBW, Just Another Button Company, Jabco, not JBW. Judy, I have something, Judy's in here somewhere. This is from Jabco, Just Another Button Company. And if you go order the button pack from Just Another Button Company, the chart comes with it. And I loved it. Loved stitching that. This is At First Cock's Crow by Blackbird Designs. It is in the book Sisters by Blackbird Designs. I love it. I finished it in 2022. And I love this design. I changed up the colors because I love purple and orange. It's like super orangey for me. And so I added lots of purples. And that made me happier because, you know, I love lots of purples, especially with orange. This is Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. I don't know where the little cushion that goes with it is. We'll find it in a minute. I thought it would, oh, here it is. I didn't make mine into a pin cushion. I made mine into a little ornament. So both of these are in this pattern. They did this as a little scissor fob or pin keep or something. But I put this on top of my little cheese box lid. So let's see who else we have. These, I think, were in a cross stitch magazine. They're by Lucy Heaton, if I'm not mistaken. These three little girls. So cute. I love these. So you can see I have, I kind of have two different sections of Halloween colors. And one of them is kind of primitive and one of them is like super bright with purples. And so this is super bright with purples. This is by Prairie Schooler. It's Trick or Treat. I finished it in 2015, but I love it on this purple. It just gives it a whole other look. And so I put it out with, there's a section that has like all these kinds of things with these sorts of colors in it. So, ta-da. This is Primitive Needle, and I can't think what she is called. She was a gift from Michelle, and I love her, and she gets put out every year. I stinking love her, and I need to get her in a frame. I usually put her in my tiered tray, but I need to get her in a frame just to make her edges a little more safe of the card. This is, and I stitched this so many times. Y'all, I stitched this 3 times and I'm sitting here, I'm blanking on the name. I just did there's one of it that is oh my gosh. I did the one that has the Uncle Sam. Anyway, if you show that picture, somebody at your LNS will be able to tell you and get it for you that you want to stitch that. This, I want to say is Heart in Hand, but I may be wrong. I love it. I love all these. I love putting these out so much. This was my design, Broom Hair Don't Care. I need to send that probably to Frankie and Rhonda and let them put that design up because it's so cute. It's a free design, but nobody knows where to find it. It was a free design every amount of years ago, but nobody knows how to find it anymore. So I need to go and have them. I need to do that. This is my other car is a broom, which evidently I stitched twice. And I didn't even realize it till just now. There's nothing wrong with me. My gosh. I want to say this is a Brenda Gervais, but I can't think what she's called. She is so cute. This was out of one of the Halloween magazines. Just cross-stitch Halloween issues. And I loved it. I only stitched it once though. This is Frosted Pumpkin Sleepy Hollow Sampler. I love him so much. He is so cute. And I don't remember, oh my gosh, I can't. 2020, I stitched him during the pandemic. This was a pandemic stitch, and that would explain why my, I had to piece together my mat board because I must have been running out, everything was closed. This is Frosted Pumpkin, Which Better Have My Candy, which y'all know, I think this is so funny. Which Better Have My Candy. Love it. And that's by Frosted Pumpkin. So both of these are Frosted Pumpkin designs, which I love. I don't stitch near enough of them. This is Treat Time by Lizzie Kate. Did we make, oh, here we go. This is Witchy Boutique. I did make a few changes to it, but nothing big, I don't think. I added did I add the spider web maybe? I don't know. I changed something, seemed like in the sign, and I don't know why. But it is adorable, and it is out of one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines, but I think it's a pickle barrel design, if I remember right. Is that everything in here? Yes. Okay, so we made it to the bottom. Now I'm going to try to move some things around to get back to the other things to do. Lordy. Shares. Shares from the 1st of September. Remember, I didn't do any shares. I didn't announce shares last week because I was so behind on my whole life. So shares from last week are, let's see, somewhere. They're here somewhere. Okay. Frog is Elaine Edwards. If y'all will email me, niecylyn@yahoo.com. Frog is Elaine Edwards. Pincushion is Barb Olivieri. Barb Olivieri is Pincushion. Let's see here. Welcome. Elizabeth Corsini. Jolly Santa is Glee Henson. And Little House Needleworks, where did I put it? It's in the stack here somewhere. I promise it is. There it is. This is Dog is Linda Norris. I also didn't hear from Leslie Price 9224. And Zandy Ziegler 2297. Are these all the backup ones that I had? Nope. Okay. Snowtivity, Nancy Gage. I think that's just about everybody that from the other. Then we did the big drawing for Halloween Rules. All these so you can stitch the big piece. They're all in here together. They're all in here so you can stitch the whole thing. is Debbie Rice. Debbie Rice. And I do shares every week. So if y'all are interested, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then use the keyword comment to get included in the shares, in a chance for a share. And then this week, I'm gonna have to find a way to write this out here to the side. Lordy, what a mess. We're going to do the Waxer by Wicked Stepmother. Use the word wax. Like W-A-X, like it's beeswax for waxing your thread. Where use the word strawberry if you're interested in this beautiful skein. This is a 12-yard skein of strawberry shortcake by Wicked Stepmother. Use the word strawberry. Tell me if you've ever made a strawberry or not. One of those like stitching strawberries, because I'm dying to do one and I haven't. Use the word queen if you're interested in this beautiful skein of Gypsy Queen. If I could read my own writing next week. I'm having to write down so I make sure I remember what the keyword is to use next week because I cannot trust myself. Okay, then we're gonna grab some of these, right, where did I put these? Right here. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, this is Soft and Sweet by Little House Needleworks. And these were from Jenny. Jenny sent these. Use the word sweet. And then we're going to do Angel. And these have everything in there. The Little House Needleworks has the threads in here. And then we're going to do Snowman. And then I'm gonna jump off here and get this uploaded. So use the Snowman, Angel, Sweet, Queen, Strawberry, and Wax. And now if you get this, I cannot guarantee you it will not be crushed. I will put it in a padded envelope, but if it's broken, you will just have to use it to wax with instead of it being a beautiful ornament, because it can just be a beautiful ornament, but it is actually a waxer. So those are our shares for this week. If you're interested in any of those, subscribe, like, and use the keyword in your comment. And I'm gonna jump off here and get this uploaded and go have lunch with Heidi. And y'all have a happy Friday and a great weekend. Enjoy your stitching.